Hello Pisces, welcome to Soul Panda Healing Arts. My name is Amanda. This reading is going to be good for all Pisces placements, Sun, Moon, and Rising, in particular the Rising sign. If you are a Pisces Rising, as this reading is going to be good for what the new moon in Aries is trying to teach you, or what's coming in for you with this new moon in Aries. In particular for Pisces risings, Aries is going to be in your second house. And right now there is 7 celestial bodies in your second house of money, resources, income, your values, material possessions, your priorities, your close habits, like your personal habits, and your work ethic. So with Aries being in this, it's what action are you willing to take for your money, for your resources? It requires action of you. Some of you, especially with the Sun and Saturn being in there together, it's like, highlighting any realm or any issues that you're having with money and encouraging you to take action on it and take responsibility for where you're at. If you're not where you're at, you're going to need to be taking action on that. As far as the tarot here, I do have some pre-shuffled oracle cards for you. So let's get into the reading portion of it here. You have the third eye chakra. I feel like some of you may be going through some sort of spiritual awakening, or you're really focusing on seeing things from a more spiritual perspective. You have the power card, which is Leo energy, or the strength card in the traditional tarot. So some of you could have Leo in your chart. You have the deception and envy card, which is like the 7 of swords. And then you have patience here, which is temperance or Sagittarius energy. Some of you could be seeing through some deceptive behavior from a Sagittarius. Again, this could be some internal conflict or some outright conflict in a spiritual community here of sorts. I feel like it's going to be quickly resolved here and come from a heart space and lead to collaboration of some sort. If it's not, I do feel like there was some recent deception coming into your energy that you are seeing right through. You're seeing it for what it is, and I feel like some of you are just patiently waiting and abiding your time. Some of you are going to turn your greatest pains into your greatest triumphs here with the patience card, with the temperance card here. Some of you are alchemizing something. Or some of you are finally gaining some perspective and gaining the strength to no longer avoid what you are being directed to do. Whether this is a higher level of commitment towards spirit, whether this is focusing on that. Maybe some of you have experienced some challenging behaviors in the spiritual community or spiritual groups, or maybe you guys have been meeting some resistance as it relates to your spiritual gifts here. Or there's some sort of teacher or somebody that you saw as somebody that you respected in the spiritual community. Maybe you had some conflict and there was some deception from this person. Or it's somebody that you were in a higher level of commitment with, whether that's you live together in a serious committed relationship. For some reason there seems to be some sort of conflict and competition around this area here. But I feel like you're moving quickly out of that, or Spirit's guiding you to take advantage of the direction that things are moving and take action and move towards a more heart-centered collaboration with somebody. It could be a destined person that you're meant to work with. You could have a group of people that you're meant to work with, or there's supposed to be a collaboration from a heart-centered, maybe a heart-centered business or a heart-centered collaboration, but it's going to require you to address some painful truths here, or maybe address some shadow work, or be able to clear some heartbreak as it relates to the situation or people in general or relationships in general. There's definitely a choice that needs to be made So Spirit is encouraging you to get to that quiet space within yourself and choose the door, because your wish fulfillment's coming in, your success is coming in. But I feel like some of you are having to sacrifice a perception of yourself or a perception of people in general in order to reach that success and that emotional fulfillment. Let's see, though. Thank you for the trailer, Spirit. Let's see what's coming in. Again, the Strength card again. Maybe some of you are taking a leap of faith. Maybe some of you are, like I said, are getting out of competition with other people. Maybe a competitive group of friends, or maybe you're leaving behind somebody. Let's see. Some of you are needing to learn how to establish some boundaries and really stand on business. Let's see what's coming in for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yeah, some of you are starting to see through your own indecisiveness and self-limiting beliefs here. Some of you, you're seeing through your own self-deception. Some of you are seeing through your own delulu as far as what you're capable of. Yeah, some of you are just seeing through somebody else that's constantly in a victim mentality for your own stability here. What's coming in for Pisces? It's a lot of mental energy. A lot of thoughts. Yeah. I feel like some of you may just be in this constant state of grief. Maybe some of you are just trying to hold on to something. Some of you are just stuck in indecision here because you are just stuck holding on to all the reasons why you can't do something. Some of you are holding on to self-sabotage. Some of you are holding on to disappointments, constant disappointments. But I feel like Spirit's telling you to see through that, and there's a lot to be grateful for here. But your perspective needs to change. If you look on this Hanged Man card, her crown is activated. And because she's upside down and can see things from a different perspective, she sees the sun here. She's seeing the sun. So I think some of you need to be a lot more honest with yourself and stop avoiding things. Maybe you guys are not prioritizing things. Maybe you guys have habits or cycles that you're needing to overcome here. Or maybe you're reuniting with somebody that can collaborate with you. Maybe they've been in hermit mode. We'll see. Or maybe you've been in hermit mode. Maybe you haven't been going out as much because you're stuck in this shit. What doesn't Pisces see coming? What doesn't Pisces see coming? Yeah, there's a passionate new beginning here. Some sort of creative project or venture. Maybe you're getting your spark back. Maybe you're getting your groove back with this new moon in Aries. Yeah, some of you have a wish fulfillment coming in, restored hope and healing, faith in yourself. Some of you are seeing things clearly. I'm telling you. Some of you are starting to operate from a place of integrity and what you want, and you're willing to go after it. You guys are blending your mental and your spiritual pursuits. Yeah. Maybe this came after an ending here. I see you turning your back on the death card here. See, look, he's not even looking at that. He's not even looking at this change and transformation. I don't know if some of you have gone through a loss, or if you guys maybe this has to do with a Scorpio in your energy here. There's Aquarius, Scorpio, Aquarius, heavy Scorpio and Aquarius. Maybe there's a new project coming in for you. But it leads you with a new truth. There's definitely a new opportunity, but the seeds have already been planted, but you have to nurture them. It could lead to a lot of stability, but you have to go forward and make a choice. I feel like some of you, it's just going to have to get out of your own isolation. Some of you may have been isolated for a while. Yeah, maybe a new work project, new job. I feel like some of you have just been sitting in the house licking your wounds for a long time. What advice do you have for Pisces? Yeah, some of you are meant to collaborate with other people, work with other people, like-minded individuals. You got some sort of passion project. Something that really lights you up and gives you a lot of inspiration. Again, making sure that it's evenly balanced. Maybe you're receiving something. Ace of Swords, new truth, clarity. Yeah. I feel like you're finally seeing through your own delulu here. Maybe it's been a really tough couple of months for you. Maybe 7 months or longer here. Somebody could have a moon in Sagittarius here, or you're finding motivation in the face of difficulties to turn your pain into your greatest triumph. I feel like karma's on your side here. I feel like there was a tower that moment that happened that was karma just waiting to happen. Let's see. What's the opportunity here? Make sure that you're giving just as much as you're receiving from partnerships and collaborations. Make sure everybody has a fair part in everything. That makes sure everybody receives their fair share of collaboration projects. Maybe this is a work environment. Maybe there is somebody, a business owner that's maybe not being as honest or direct as needed. It could be somebody from your past here. Let's see. What's the opportunity here? What's the opportunity? Maybe some of you are needing to move towards an Aries here. Yeah, some of you are just taking full force energy and taking inspired action towards your own stability, your own logic, your own structure, your own routines, and you are like fully attacking it to get out of whatever this shit is. That's the opportunity here. Some of you are just needing to get out of your anxiety and start, some of you need to get out and touch some grass. 2, some of you really need to start trusting in your own magic and your own ability to stand out and be inspired and take care of yourself here. I feel like that's a karmic lesson of self-care for you. Some of you are needing to leave behind things that don't serve you, or people that don't serve you. Maybe you struggled with that in the past. What's the challenge here? What's the challenge? Okay, I'm only gonna keep this one, but there is for a little side message for some of you. This may not resonate with everybody. The Knight of Cups as a challenge is missing the signs, protecting your heart, not being open to love. Maybe there's somebody that's jealous around you, or you're being jealous. Maybe you're being moody and sulky. And maybe your own negative emotions are blocking your progress. Your own disappointment is blocking your progress here. For some of you, the challenge is to love yourself enough to see the joy in the moment, right? And I feel like there is some sort of success, but some of you are really needing to take accountability for the work that you put into things. Some of you have a lot of gifts and stuff like that, then you're meant to and you are meant to shine. But if you're missing out on opportunities, it's because you don't put yourself out there. Whether that's because you don't believe in yourself, whether that's because you tell yourself that people don't want to hear what you have to say, whether somebody could have told you that once when you were a kid, shut up, nobody wants to hear you, and you just internalize that and just, But you have to take accountability for your own success, your own happiness, and operate from a place of integrity. I feel like some of you are manifesting new things, but you're stuck in this disappointment, this heartbreak, this heartache. Maybe you're heartbroken over an Aries or a Leo. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a relationship kind of fell apart really quickly. I don't know. I'm just shuffling cards over here. You take that as it resonates for you. Let's see why this Five of Cups is here. What is this grief and disappointment over? Why is this Five of Cups? Ooh. Some of you could have felt like you had a missed opportunity. A new opportunity at a solid beginning, and you feel like you might have missed out on it because you were overstressed, overburdened at the time. Maybe you guys feel like it's too late. I mean, some of you have to really stop telling yourself negative things. Why is the Five of Cups here? Why is the Five of Cups here? Maybe some of you just feel like you're just doing everything by yourself, but you're not asking for help. Yeah, maybe some of you have been struggling financially, and things are, maybe things are changing for you, but you're still stuck in that grief and disappointment. Maybe you lost a job, and this could be somebody that lost a job, right? Loved their job, ended up taking a better job that you make a lot more money, and instead of seeing the positives in that, you're still stuck on the, oh man, but I really love that job and I miss them people, and it's like Spirit's trying to move you in a different direction, and you're just still stuck on something. Why is the Five of Cups here? One more. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Some of you feel left out of something. Queen of Pentacles. Some of you guys could feel betrayed by somebody in the business community, or you feel there's some sort of ending with somebody in business or work. Let's see. I'm going to pull some cards on what this Ace of Wands is, and I want to see what was ended or changed that you don't see coming. Why is this Ace of Wands here? What is this passionate new beginning? Yeah, you have the Four of Wands again. Something that you've manifested, or you could have Venus and Aries. Why is this Ace of Wands here? It could be a reunion with somebody. It could be, well, now you have Mars in Aries. Mars is now in Aries as of a few days ago. Some of you could have a choice to make between leaving behind what's comfortable and what's familiar to go after something totally different. And you are, for some of you, you guys are stuck on what you've lost and not looking at all the opportunities that are coming in for you, because all you can think about is, I'm stressed. How am I going to pay my bills? Blah, 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 blah. But like Spirit is like trying to direct you in a new direction for a reason. Sometimes the things that end in our lives or we perceive as taken from us is really Spirit having a better plan for us, and our ego doesn't want to let that go. And which can be scary. Yeah, I feel like you have an opportunity to collaborate with somebody. Maybe they have their Mars in Capricorn, or you have your Mars in Capricorn. But this is teamwork. This is working together to build something more solid. Maybe some of you are building a community, building a home, building a life together. But some of you still feel stuck and stagnant. Some of you need to see yourself as this Emperor and be more balanced in your approach to things. There might be a lot of competition and fighting too that you're needing to get out of. But let's see. Why is the death card here? What is ending that they don't see coming? What is ending that they don't see coming? There could be a new truth about a Sagittarius or somebody with Sagittarius placements. I'm not going to keep it. It didn't come face up. Why is the death card here? Yeah. Maybe some of you are transforming into that girl, where you're more independent, where you're not relying on other people. Or maybe this is some of you finally meeting somebody and no longer being single. Maybe this is the end of your singlehood. Yeah, some of you are seeking emotional stability here, emotional Some of you could be literally getting married. Yeah. Some of you, it's like one relationship's ending and immediately finding somebody else that is like ready to put a ring on it. Again, you have this, there could be a Sagittarius, could be, or you finally are, you know, meeting a partner or a business person or, you know, some sort of relationship that leads to a lot of emotional fulfillment and stability and resources after losing another job. Maybe some of you are getting a great upgrade in life and business here. Why is the Ace of Swords here in the advice? Why is the Ace of Swords here? Yeah. Some of you need to start actually showing up for yourself every day. Create a routine. Some of you need a better routine, more self-care, or some of you are starting a relationship with a Virgo, or there's a new love coming in with a Virgo. If it's not a Virgo, it's just you putting work and love into yourself to get you out of this Seven of Cups energy. And you start pouring into you. Yeah, some of you are ignoring what you need. Because of your children, maybe you don't have enough balance in your life. I feel like some of you need to stop ignoring what it is that you need. Maybe some of you are 222 when I look up at the timer. Some of you could be getting have a new love offer from an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or it could just be somebody that's very vibrant and maybe even like a little witchy. There's something eccentric about them. Or you're needing to develop your confidence in yourself, and what you need is a better routine and more self-care to gain your confidence back. Nurturing and loving yourself. Some of you are ignoring what you need. Again, why is the... Maybe it's like, you're like, I don't want to love myself. I want somebody else to do it for me. And Spirit's like, bitch, you need to love yourself. Why is the Emperor and the Knight of Wands here as the opportunity? Or, like I said, this could be somebody coming in for you. Yeah, some of you need to establish some boundaries, or maybe even block out your own anxiety and just go towards something. Maybe some of you, there's a soulmate that you want to meet up with, but your anxiety keeps you in the house. Yeah, you need to get out of your own indecision, your own fear, and have courage to go after something. Yeah, for some of you, this is a soulmate. Somebody that you keep reconnecting with. Again, here's Sagittarius, making a choice to go for it. Or some of you are just straight up making a decision to end a friendship here for your own health and well-being. Somebody that is constantly committed to misunderstanding you, closing chapters on that, and seeing it for what it is. How can they overcome the Knight of Cups as a challenge? You are showing up as your biggest challenge. Pisces energy. It's like, am I the drama? Me? Is it me? How can they overcome this challenge? Yeah, moving on. Moving on from things that hurt your heart. Moving on from people that are just committed to misunderstanding you. It's Mercury and Aquarius energy. Yeah, taking care of yourself for your own health and well-being. The Emperor and the Empress are here, so some of you have a divine connection coming in. Or this is you finally balancing the masculine and feminine energy within yourself. How can they overcome this challenge? Some of you could be expecting with this Empress card here. Somebody with a Taurus and Venus could be significant. Yeah, moving towards your emotional fulfillment. It's time for you to be a little bit selfish and think about what you get out of situations. I feel like some of you may be avoiding looking for a new job. Or maybe some of you are attracting an avoidant person or in a relationship with an avoidant person. I'm getting more self-avoidance here. Some of you have a Aquarius moon here. Or there's an opportunity to work with an Aquarius moon. That's a destined opportunity here. Or working with a group of people. But yeah, so let's see what energies are coming in towards you here. After the new moon in Aries, let's see what energies are coming in towards you. Yeah, for those of you that this is a relationship, I feel like relationships don't have to just be romantic. It could be a friend. This could be a friend. This could be... I do feel like you are needing to get out of the house. I will say that. Yeah. Some of you maybe stop sharing your light. I don't know what is going on in your life, but when you take your light from the world, you're robbing other people of joy that only you can bring them. I say that from my own experience. And now I'm trying to get out of that. So... let's see. What's coming in for Pisces? Yeah, some of you got a storm brewing. Some of you have had a lot taken from you, or it feels like a lot has been taken from you recently. But Spirit's only taking away what's not going to serve you on your higher journey here. And I know I'm not trying to spiritually bypass and say it doesn't suck and it doesn't hurt. Okay? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we have to start being able to see things from a little bit better of a perspective. It's one thing to grieve the loss of something and to like feel the emotions and move on. It's something totally different to force ourselves to stay there and only feel shit and only feel negative. It like when you allow yourself to stay there for days, weeks, months, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it becomes an addictive, form of escapism, because then we're only focusing on negativity. And then we attract more of it. Yeah, some of you need to show appreciation for what you still have. The people in your life that show up for you. Some of you need to walk away from what's not serving you. To go after what your hopes and dreams. I mean, the cornucopia, like you have that coming in for you. Everything you've ever wanted. Love, money, career. Some of you, it's an opportunity to open the door to spirit. Some of you need to connect with your guides. Or maybe you're attracting somebody that can help you do this. Or you're on some sort of spiritual journey for yourself. Again, angel of love. You have a tender karmic connection coming in for you. A very loving connection coming in for you. But if you don't feel like you deserve it, again, with this 8 of Swords energy, if you don't feel like you deserve it, karma's going to say, okay, you don't. Now you're alone. And now you're anxious. And you're like, oh, I missed an opportunity. I didn't walk through the door. I feel like some of you need to... some of you straight up need therapy. I'll be honest. For what you've been through. And I get it. I get it. This is all love, Pisces. All love. I feel like you do have people in your life that are just trying to love you and give you appreciation, but you won't get out of the house. Some of you. Let's see what's coming in for work. Or some of you have like disconnected from your spiritual journey because you've been so focused on the material. And you need more balance, and that's what's fucking your money up. Let's see. Candle, ambition, taking action, hustle, manifesting money, management, high rank, visibility, athletic. Yeah. Some of you need to fucking light a candle. Remember, you are magic, and move on from whatever the situation was. Coffin, bad financial investment, financial changes, savings, office work, night shift, job ending. Yeah, like I said, some of you may have lost a job, but it's so that you could have more opportunity. You know, there's a song that's coming to my mind, the song Pronoia. I can't remember the name of the girl, but she's like, have you ever heard the word pronoia? It's the opposite of paranoia, pronoia. The belief that the world conspires in your favor. Honey, it's a game changer. It's a cherry lifesaver. She talks in that song about like sometimes you have to lose a job to have the ability to write that book. Sometimes, you know, like there's an idea that you have that you were never going to take the time to do something unless you no longer had this job. Because you felt like that was the most important thing in your life. And this is an opportunity for you to do that. If you choose to see it as an opportunity. Free will is a mother effer. Yeah, some of you have hidden potential that you are just hiding in your house. Secret stash, shaved pennies, finding money, theft, acting, assistant, hidden potential, and unknown. Some of you are just afraid of the unknown. Some of you are creatures of habit. Gears, money flow, hard work, putting in plans, building, team, taking off, security. Some of you are needing to build a team. Some of you are just needing to put in the hard work and effort into something new. Let's see, what else is coming in for Pisces? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Moving up, you are increasing your power and status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. I did say that. Some of you are moving to, some of you are climbing the career ladder. Some of you are like really at the top of your field in something already, and you're used to being the team expert, and then you're forced into something where you might actually learn something, and the idea of being a novice terrifies you because heaven forbid you don't have all the answers and you're not the expert, but it's like you're gaining the opportunity to become an expert in something even better, but it's going to take time. Wisdom, you are called to serve as a mentor or for someone or as a role model and guide to show who can show the way. Use your wisdom and experience. Some of you are wounded healers, very quite literally, and need to start sharing that wisdom with other people. Reflection. Take time to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. Let's see. Guidance. Divine forces are showing you the way to go. You are discovering another piece of your destiny and your personal purpose in life. I keep saying this. You're being guided by spirit. And some of you just need to get your heads out of your butts and go the direction that spirit's guiding you to take. Blocked. Work you may want may not be in reach now. You can take a temporary position while awaiting a new opening. Your new place offers job security. Some of you need to take something that you don't want in order to get what, to buy that time. Some of you are working on your own business and you need to take something part-time so you can focus on your business while that thing takes off. Wealth. You are working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life. Keep investing in yourself and looking into long-term career planning. Direction. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There is no need to hurry or worry. You're being divinely guided. I keep saying it. Spirit's trying to cultivate something for you, and you're focused instead on, I saw the Four of Cups a lot because it's not coming in the way that you want it. Some of you are being a little bratty. I'll be honest, but you can handle it, Pisces. I feel like you can handle it. This new moon in Aries isn't being kind or gentle with feelings. What's coming in for Pisces? Life purpose. I keep saying it. Life purpose and the rebel. You have a light that only you can shine, Pisces. But some of you are focused on the wrong things, maybe being more material than spiritual. I don't know if it's other people around you that don't accept that part of yourself, or you have this fear of leading into spirituality or being seen as different, or why that's triggering to you to be different. But that is your gift. Life purpose. You will have new ideas and inspiration that call you to your divine calling. What is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward. Ask for what you need and things will align to carry out your vision. Some of you just need to ask your guides for help. Some of you have forgotten to do so. The rebel. Limiting beliefs are limiting your abundance. Again, this is a constant theme for you guys. You have the Eight of Swords that showed up for you several times this shift. This is all the same type of energy. You are a trailblazer meant to pave the way for future generations. Growth. Expect good money flow, a raise, or a new job offer. It's important to unlearn, to grow, as rules continue to morph and change. Some of you just don't like change. And I'm sorry, but none of us, the only constant in life is change, and none of us are entitled to comfort and to never have to grow. None of us. You are delaying your growth. The process of healing is worth doing. I said that too. Some of you just straight up need therapy to overcome whatever in your life has caused you to feel this way. Teacher. You have the ability to motivate others and strive to uncover their true potential. Consider careers in teaching, coaching, mentorship, or being a motivational speaker. You have learned much about money. It's time to put it into practice. Some of you literally are meant to be teachers and inspirational healers and motivational speakers, but you have told yourself, nobody wants to hear me. Or you go at basic surface level, like look at my whatever, shopping haul or whatever. But it's like, no, people need inspiration right now. And there's inspiration, there's an inner journey and an inner story, an inner light that is much more vulnerable that you are being called to share, and you're sharing at a surface level. And you need to go all the way there. And that's what's going to get you recognized. Underworld. Find unconventional ways to explore new sources of income, sex, death, hidden knowledge, probing into the mysteries of life. Some of you, again, are meant to find some sort of unconventional way, 8th house topic, death, sex, taxes, the occult, and as the world evolves, so do your ways of making money. Some of you guys have some unconventional way of making money or a business, and because it's not practical, you talk yourself out of it. Or maybe some of you have some earth placements that make that really a lot more difficult to trust your watery nature. Some of you have gossip here. People are talking about you and what you are doing. Minimize drama and take personal responsibility to act with integrity. Your personal drama is getting in the way of your work. I said that too. Stop getting sucked into other people's shit. Focus on you. Let's see. What's coming in for Pisces? For the new moon in Aries. Oh, jeez. You guys have a lot coming out too. Shield. You need to defend yourself. Some of you need to put up your spiritual protections. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Some of you need to control the way that you talk to people. There's a lot of celestial bodies are in Aries right now. you need to kind of temper that, especially if you have an Aries placement as well as a Pisces placement. Y'all can really get in your feelings and turn up on somebody 0 to 100. Ink pot, problems to be resolved. Scales, keep your life in balance. That's been a theme this whole reading. Something could be significant about the month of May. Something exciting could be coming in for you. You have the firecracker. Wealth, again, second house. This whole reading is about your second house. Apply this to your values, your money, your work, your income, all that. Crown, honor and respect will come to you. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Yeah, some of you definitely. Funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Some of you are learning about, some of you are having like a lack of success and you don't know what it is that's stopping you. Maybe something could have happened in February around your birthday. Scissors, disappointments or some affair. Owl, good advice from a wise person. Some of you need to seek the advice and counsel of somebody wiser than you. Hills, obstacles to overcome. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. I told you, get out the house, Pisces. You need to get out of the house. Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. Absolutely. Whale, great worry over nothing. Here's the whale for you. Stop worrying about what you can't control. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Camel, persevere and you will overcome your problems. Chair, empty. Someone is leaving your life. Yeah. And then you have casket right next to it. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. And claw, be careful. Do not take risks. I think some of you are overcoming this, like fear of change. Let's see. What final messages are coming in for Pisces? Yeah, you got a leg up and between worlds. Transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another, temporary blindness and no man's land. Between the worlds is where you must let go of a tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead for you. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. Been saying it this whole time. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place, between what was and what will be, is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit that you don't know. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, your own feelings, your beliefs, desires, and decisions. Like I said, Spirit's trying to guide you in a way that you don't even know yet. And it's not up to you. It's above your pay grade. You just need to trust the process. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. And you had a rainbow. Look at the rainbow. You had the Page of Cups show up several times. Do so and you will not be disappointed. Then you have a leg up, receiving help, delegating authority, and interdependence. You come to the point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid that is so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. Some of you need to accept the help that is being offered to you. 444 when I look up at the clock here. It can be difficult to, let people in, especially when you've had to like go it alone. Sometimes you have to delegate for other people and risk it being not done the exact way that you would want it done. Or some of you just need to get over this. I can't ask for help. I can only rely on myself. Hyper independence thing that might have been, you know, because you had caregivers in early childhood that you felt like you couldn't rely on, Pisces. It's time to get over that. Yep, some of you do need, you know, to ask for help. Some of you are gonna get good advice from a friend or confidant. Some of you are just needing to accept love into your life and overcome the times where it didn't work out. But like I said, this is a general reading, so if you didn't resonate with it or not all parts of it, that's okay. This is a general reading. Not all energies are going to be for you. If you are interested in booking a more private reading that is more catered to your exact situations, you can do so by booking on my website, soulpandahealingarts.com. Or you can reach out via personal message on my Facebook or Instagram, Soul Panda Healing Arts. I have the same handle for everything, Soul Panda Healing Arts. But I hope this new moon in Aries treats you well. I hope you get all of your manifestations quickly, easily, and without delay and struggle. And until next time, take care and stay blessed. Bye.